Here we go. Simulator Sunday. I finish off with, well, right here, 103 degrees right now, Fahrenheit. And that says it all right there. It's just too much. It's frickin' March, man. How's it 103? Nuts. That's like normally April, May, you know, we get a couple days of that for the June gloom. Then as it comes into July, mostly August. Not good stuff. What up? Hello, Cruz. How are you doing? So I just I'm just gonna damn it all right there, extra strength. But today we're gonna finish off what we did last week. Over here, if you remember, we're in the LAJ A yard. This is B yard right here, where all these tracks are. We're doing pretty good here. So we were working on the R-CAL3351 is the title of this, and then we did all kinds of stuff over here and then moved stuff around, and well, we didn't finish it because I mean we only had 2 hours. So I think I'm pretty sure. No, I didn't finish that either. So we'll get the stuff delivered and move along. So we'll start right here where we're at. Basically, I am using a rail driver, so I can push buttons like this and see stuff. So ATH, I'll have to push it again a couple times. I mean, I don't know what keys they are. You can find out. ATH is right behind me. Brakes should already be bled out. Check that here. They are. See right there, 0, 0, 0, 0. Nothing. So we're going to kick off a couple of these guys here. We're going to get right into it. Ain't no rest for the wicked. Whatever that means. Okay. Here we go. Let's get the bell going. Think. Can we hear it? We got to run all the way up there to hear the bell? No? I already isolated the air on the locomotive, so a lot of cars to kick here. I'm gonna get it to around 6, pull the brakes, and let's see if it even goes. Going at 4 miles an hour. We'll have to watch it to make sure it goes all the way back. Otherwise, we're going to have to reconnect and go back and do that. So the wall should be right here. Where I bought the rail driver. Walters. Yeah, see? Right here? Wait. Yeah, there it is. It's hard to see with all the dots and everything. But we're going to pull forward, and then we'll kick the rail driver cars and the model railroading stuff back. That's what they do. That's now in a processable. Try saying that 3 times fast. See the dot right here? That dot? That means it will process, but we don't want to block anything. So we're out of the way. Put a handbrake on there. It will stop nice and slow. Pull forward. We'll drop off the Walthers. 1, 2. We got 2. 2 for here. Oh, we got 1 back here too. So check that out. Oh, we got more. Look at that. We got a couple intermixed. So this is what I was talking about last week. If you were here, this is we're on multiplayer. We're on the. Oh, here. Let me get to the map first. That's Barstow. I'm gonna hit tab to zoom in. So we're up here, but if you're asking about the server, that's the load save menu. I'm in the network menu. We're on the Mateo Community Run 8 server. The Discord link below. We do require a little bit of skills check in order to join us. We do those twice a month on Saturdays. Right now it's Railcam and myself are the only ones that are on the server. I do play on Depot Plus, but usually when I do that, it's a YouTube video so that I don't have to get distracted and while I'm talking, and they're a little bit more caring. Well, I mean, we really care about the server here, but you know, operationally, you got to pay attention on depot. That's really all it is. First time catching me. Don't Bimo 85. What's up? Glad you made it. We're going to, so I have a bit of a mix here between wall and pie. So we're gonna deal with that. Here we go. We're gonna get these ones off. Gotta crunch them all together first. So that's 6 miles an hour. I'm comfortable at 6. Pretty cool. We'll slam on the breakages there. And then now it's going to, you know, accordion back. So pie is, I believe pie is going to be back there. But I don't want to lose my mind. And so there's pie over there too, I think, somewhere. I thought I saw it. Let's see. Pie's got to be... Where's pie? I don't know where pie is. Gotta find pie. I'm just gonna watch this until it gets close to that bumper so I don't lose control here. Pie is around here somewhere. I see PBF over in the distance. I mean, 20 years ago was good. That was good times. Oh, you joined Mateo's stream a couple days ago? Cool. He's streaming something. He was streaming Flight Sim a little bit earlier, I think. I'm looking for pie right now. And not the yummy edible kind. I'm looking for the industry pie. So we can always go right here to the depotserver.com, literally. And this is the map. And so Walter's there, and then pie is, oh, okay. So I know where it's at. It's going to be around the corner. But we didn't look around the corner all the way. We just zoomed. There's pie. Pie's right there. So let's set up. Stand on the ground here because we're on a server and we can't do it flying through the air. We're going to line this up for that industry and get lost running back to where we are. And okay. So we got one pie here. And we're going to kick this off here, but we have to set this switch. I don't think I did not hit this one here. It should hit that. Otherwise, they're going to go and go where we don't want them to go. So I can't kick the other. Well, I can. I can do the Walters too. All right, let's just get this done. The Walters. So pie, Walters, pie, 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 Walters. I like it. What am I? Notch? I don't want to be in notch 6. I got to get a little speed going here. I guess not too much, but we'll let it go down and around. And we're gonna have to pull forward now. Just actually, look at that. Try that in your other train simulator. Not gonna be able to do that. All right, so let's go. Let's keep going back. I don't want to do notch 7. Come on, rail driver, be nice to me. 5.5, 6, down to 4 before it cuts off. That's gonna roll slow. Now I got to pull forward. That one came from Barstow. That was a Barstow transfer there. All right, now we've cleared the track, so I've got 1, 2, 3 coming off. I like that. That'll work. Reverse. So I have the coupler selected here. I do want to get a little bit of speed going here. By the time it slows down, it will kick at a 7.5 or so. Oh, it reconnected. That is one thing about the server. Oh, wait. Oh, no, those are the ones I kicked. I was like, what happened? So this is Walter's. I want to put this here. That one just connected, by the way. I don't know if you heard it. So, one more coming off. You don't need to get too crazy here. I'm going to get up to right there, kick that. Yeah, I was in my 30s 20 years ago. All right, now we'll do this. Still coming back. We got one more pie to crank off. And we're going to need to push those down there anyways, but I want to get these off and then plan for these GMIs, General Mills, make cereal and stuff. Oh. These guys are going around a corner, and General Mills is going to be down and around. Down and around. That's WS. We don't have anything there. So I'm going to go ahead and make my way back here. I'm going to have to shove these back where they're going because they just don't have enough speed to get there. I don't think I have EXR or anything with me here. What do I got? All GMI. Oh, no, I do have WS and EXR. Okay. Also have a more KQP, so we have to find those as well. KQP's there, EXR's there, and WS, I knew that one, but more's, we want more? Where is more? More or less? I don't know. I'll have to look at the map here in a minute. Could be here somewhere. Yeah, more is not. Don't see it in any of these. More is going to be over on that first leg that we did over here. So more is Morgan Fabrics. Or, no. Yeah. Morgan Fabrics. Maybe you hadn't stolen. What was your rate? Oh, guess we're not going fast enough. We're going to push these back where they go, and then we'll I'll do a little kickage. See why I can't do some kickage. What was your rate and what type of vessel were you on? Oh, you're on subs? So you're a Nuke MM? What boat were you on? Let's see. So Pi was back here. Yeah, besides the trains. Yeah, I got out as STS2. I made it on the way out. I was deck LPO. Oh, you're on the Asheville? Yeah, I was on the Chicago. And another guy in the chat, it was a Koner NM, or MM. NM is a friend of mine, but he's a Koner MM, a ganger, and qualified shipmate as well. He was on the Tucson. How's it going, shipmate? I never say that anyways. I'm talking to Berryman. We got 3 qualified peeps in the chat there, Poolan. You remember his name? I got to know one. So, this 20 years ago, I'd have known him. Do you have Run 8 several as well? I'm not sure what that means, sir. Can you explain what you mean? Because I have... Oh, do I have a Run 8 server? That's probably what you meant. Typing on your phone, I bet. I have a Run 8 server, but I run it, I own it, but I don't do any of the social stuff on it. That's Lazy Farmer. If you want to go over his Discord, I think it's in my description. It's the Northwest server. I own it, but like I said, I just make sure it's running. I didn't want my own community, but I've got the server going at somebody else's request, at Lazy's request, because he's like, I'd like to have a server. I'm like, I could do that. I know what I'm doing. That's all I have to do with it. His Discord manages it. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's been 10 years. Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't tell you all the nukes that... I couldn't tell you all the Koners we had. Holy moly. Tell you a lot of them, but not all of them. Especially the new guys as they came on board as I was leaving, like within the last probably 6 months. Because my motto in the last 6 months, I did 5 years total. I know you guys do 6 a lot of times because of your school, but so I was on the boat for 4 full years, and as a deck LPO, I was the I did stuff. I had a lot of responsibilities on board as an E3 and E4, but I lived by the motto my last year was I was going to eat until I got tired, and then I was going to sleep until I got hungry. So I was qualified everything I could be. I didn't do Chief of the Watch because, you know, I was only an E4. I got frocked on my way out, so I was not first of all, I wasn't an A ganger, so like I could probably have qualified as an E4, E5. The same thing with Sonar Soup. They wouldn't let you. I did all my UI stuff, but I wasn't. I was getting out, so I wasn't really going to work too hard on qualifying Soup. UMI's next. I know I stood, I qualified below decks as an E3 and I had to get a waiver from the skipper. I was also older when I went in though. I was 25. There's another, I don't know what raid he was, but there's another streamer. Well, there's a couple streamers that were bubbleheads, but there's one that I played with on DayZ a long time ago. Is Silent Sentry. Now he just goes by Sentry, I think. He's like a medium-sized streamer as far as does a lot of RP and stuff. I was like, oh, you're a bubblehead too, but I don't know what his rate was. Yeah, we were in the yards for we were the first ones that did that DMP depot modernization period in Hawaii. So we were in I was stationed in Point Loma, and then we moved to Hawaii, and we were the first ones that did that using those floats that pick the boat up so you can get in the dry dock. So you're suggesting I do single player and do whatever I want? I'm doing whatever I want now. What do you mean? But I gotta do it in single player. I'm moving metal from one place to another, whether I do it single player on my own server or this server that I'm a yard master on. I don't think it really matters. Metal's getting moved from this place to that place. And I have done my own when I first started Run 8. But I don't want to do everything. I only want to do what I need to do. That's why we have a bunch of people that help. All right, let me throw a handbrake on here. Here's a little trick to get the couplers loosened. Throw one handbrake on. That's WOS, so that will go there. You see how I did that? Threw the handbrake on one, it slammed it together, and alakazam, kazam, kaboom. It's off on its own now. Let's go ahead and get off WOS. Yeah, those big gray things. I know they're all like sketchy about it. Went off pretty well. Now, while we were in there, I went TAD to LA for another. My boat's decommissioned now, getting ready to get cutting the razor blades. But LA, when I was in the yards, I went to the Los Angeles and helped them out during, I don't know, Dream Pack or one of the things. We're going out there hunting carriers, and that was a lot of fun. But it's like sitting in the yards. I don't know how much stuff ended up in the ocean, pier side. But a lot of stuff ended up in the ocean, in the harbor. Fire extinguishers, computers, bikes, you know, gear adrift. Just happened to fall overboard as I was walking by. That and all the lima beans. They're in stores loads. All right, I'm gonna see. I'll kick that right now. Open that, hit the brakes. WOS, it's on its way. I am currently the BNSF San Bernardino sub yardmaster. I've been the yardmaster here since 2023. At this point, I'm the longest serving yardmaster for this community. There were 3 when I started. One doesn't even play anymore. Hold on, EXR. EXR should be up here. One still plays, but he didn't have time to continue. He was the Barstow Yardmaster. And the other one, actually 2 of them don't play anymore. The West Colton Yardmaster, Gene, who was the UPLA, and then Chris, who is the Barstow Yardmaster. Those were the ones that were here when I was here, and none of them are here anymore. Hello, Mike. So EXR is going back here. I got that K, whatever. AQP. So I'll get EXR. More is somewhere else, as you remember, so I have to deal with that here in a second, which is no big deal. So this is LAJ. It's BNSF Los Angeles Junction Railway. So this is the main line for San Bernardino, and then this is the main line for UP right here. So this is UP. This is the UP yard right here, intermodal yard, and then this is LAC Hobart right here, and then right over here is LAJ. This is the A yard, and we're working over here by the B yard. The C yard's down there. And there I am down here, so I gotta figure out where I'm at. All right. Yeah, if you sign up for the Mateo Discord, when you go in, there's a spot in the Discord where it tells you the form. You have to put your name in and answer 4 questions. You have to download the rules, make sure you say you have them, install the check ride kind of scenario that we created so that we can watch you do it. And all we're looking for is to make sure that you don't drive like an animal. If you can keep your train under control and you know the basics of Run 8, then we can let you join the server. We had too many people in the past that said they know what they're doing. They come on and then they just wreck trains and everything. The server crashes. Nobody can have fun. So that skills check was developed. It's not depot skills check. Although if you can do ours, I mean, you're not far away from the depot one. It's not that much different. I mean, it's not that hard for the depot one. Just drive slow and you'll be fine. But yeah, we have scenario practice things you can do. Tells you in the scenario, comes with a PDF of what we're looking for and what the idea of the scenario itself is. So if you download it, run a couple things. We even have some hill starts if you want to practice those. I have plenty of videos on how to do that as well. And then when you schedule your check ride, we got first Saturday of the month is a morning session from 8 to noon. And the third Saturday of the month is an evening session that I don't normally do. Because it's usually when UFC comes on, and I like watching that. Yeah, and that's always a battle. The rail driver issue is definitely, I mean, if you calibrate it often, then, as in often when it starts messing up, So it's this one right here. You just, you know, I go, that's all the way up. I pull it down a little bit. It's set all the way down. Push it up just a bit. It's set, and then got to figure out, you know, if it'll work or not. I'm going to bring the power back here. I don't know if this is going to make it, but come back here to make sure that we can shove it back here where it goes. So the cars are finished unloading. So based on the industries that could take 24 hours, some take 48. The locals, so we have all these jobs listed in the Discord, and the locals state basically for the Los Angeles area, for all my yards, I have it simple. Cars come into the yard, and you break them apart, sort them. You or somebody else delivers them, and you or somebody else picks them up and brings them back to the yard so it can get put on a train back to Barstow. Rinse and repeat. So typically we AI the trains back to Barstow only because most people don't want to, you know, drive like a 7-hour drive from here to get to Barstow. So I can't leave this here because that's blocking that. Kind of messed up. I don't know if you saw Poulan, but the speed was 3.8, 38. We'll just give this a little shove back here just a tad bit. I don't want to go smashing that bumper. I'll put a handbrake on the rear car so I have better control of that. That's not a lot of room there, is it? Or am I going based on the territory of the railroads? What? Can you stand on that question as well? Am I going on what? Like where the cars are going? The cars go wherever the industry sends them. There's a selection of industries. Oh man, look at that. That's not even touching. How's that? I don't really like putting it that close. This one's kind of blocking here. Ah, I didn't get it. I wanted it to bounce off that. That's kind of close right there. I'd feel a lot better if it was, I don't know if I could push it back anymore though. Let's see. How much room I got back here? I mean, I can push it back a little bit. Let's do that. Just a hair. I want to come back a hair. I just don't like the they're like BNSF running BNSF, or if you're in BNSF bean sniff area, you should be operating BNSF locomotives. UP would be UP. There's nothing else here. SVJR, I guess, but we have locomotives for that. You don't normally, it may happen from time to time, but you don't normally see a CSX or Norfolk Southern engine leading a train through Southern California. I literally live off the BNSF main line between San Bernardino and West Colton. So I get to see all this stuff drive by all the time. No expert, but I do know what I see. All right. More ain't going with us, so we're going to get this K... One should go right here. Is KQP. And even though it's a Sunday, we don't want to block this road. Okay, from Australia. One of our members, one or two, not around much anymore, but he's a engineer there in Australia. You guys have really, really, really long trains. All right, now guys gonna go back and then we'll get that other one. Try that your train simulator game. Well, the funny thing is we'd have fusies out here. Get a little speed going here before I notch 3, this, see, I'm trying to just do notch 1. That's good. It's in there like swimwear, so we'll throw a handbrake on and let's get our last car. That's for more. Oh, you think ours are longer? Yeah, I know in this, so based on the depotserver.com, it's kind of the pattern that we follow here on Mateo, and a lot of other servers do as well. They've done all the legwork. Based on signal lengths is the reason why. So from Southern California up to Cajon Pass, the maximum train length for BNSF is 12,000 feet. That's roughly right, like just a hair over 2 miles long. For UP, it's 8,000 feet, which is about a mile and a half. The 5,200 feet is a mile. Okay, we're going to take more with us, and we're going to get out of here. We're going to go do the last one that's over here. Well, it's the signals, the distance between the signals. So, I mean, right before the Cajon, or not Cajon, the Colton crossing where BNSF and UP actually cross, there's actually a flyover bridge there now. They put it up about 10 years ago. But sometimes the trains still can cross. Over there goes to the recycling yard. It's the old Colton yard. But the they go down towards Palm Springs on the flyover, and then Tucson. But or Blythe, Tucson, wherever they go. The what was I going to say? The signal length dictates. You know, the trains, you don't want to be between control points with the train. But right before that crossing, before BNSF goes into San Bernardino, so right there in the edge of Riverside and right into San Bernardino County, there's a lot of intermodal trains will be passing through, and they'll stop, and it's, I don't know exactly. I've never measured it, but it seems like it's like over 2 miles. But sometimes they're blocking the different the switches that are go over the. There's a bridge that goes over the highway. All right, so I did that one. We're gonna go down here to this one. Oh, you know, I didn't turn on the radio for BNSF. /UP/Metro. Got it on now. Okay, so that one's good. And we're going to go to this switch before we back up. Take care of these monsters over here. So yeah, the BNSF signals are further apart. The UP ones, there's 2 tracks for BNSF. There's only one for UP for a lot of that going up the pass. But UP can use BNSF. They have track rights. And I believe vice versa. You see a lot of UP on the BNSF stuff, but you don't see a lot of BNSF on the UP side unless they're going to West Colton.
Railroad detector milepost 177.4. Track 1, no defects. Repeat, no defects. Total axle 2-4. Speed 6-4. Out.
So more goes way down there, but I'm just going to hang on to it right now because it's just one car. We want to get rid of oh, they do. They use it all the time. It's Palmdale, by the way. Palmdale's in outer Los Angeles somewhere. Palmdale. Like the backside goes around up towards Bakersfield, Mojave. Let's see what we got here. We got BLW and Triple S. We got a couple S's up here. We'll see what's on back of the train once we connect. Here's some. I can get this stuff off now because that's pretty easy. Yeah, no worries. No worries. Palmdale is where like a lot of earthquakes as it's on the other side of the San Andreas fault. So where the San Bernardino yard is, by the way, that's like a mile from the San Andreas fault. Underground, you can't see it, but that's what the mountain range is. All right, let's take a look, see what we got here. So I got these BLWs, so those, we'll go ahead and cut these off right here. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So let's come in reverse here. Now we'll go forward. Get rid of these BLWs. I got it. Oh, there's SP locomotives, but SP was bought by UP. Southern Pacific. When I grew up, Southern Pacific was a thing. But UP bought them, and Santa Fe was bought by British Northern, and Santa Fe merged to become BNSF. SP's UP. BNSF is. You can see they tried to merge Santa Fe and Southern Pacific at one point, and that's what that locomotive is there, that SF. So they painted their locomotives, and then they didn't end up merging. And that's when British Northern merged with Santa Fe. In the 90s, I think? All right, BLW. We got a couple here for BLW. 3 for Triple S. So let's... I'm going to open these couplers. Let's see, I'm at 8 miles an hour. I'm going to hit the brakes, come down to 7 to brake. Let's see if we have enough room for all these. If not, we'll have to pull it off, but I think we'll be all right. BNSF bought a lot of stuff. All right, it's going to need to stop here soon, but I want to hit this switch. And I'll hit the handbrake on there because it should be good. Yep, it's good. Got my locomotive brake on. Take that off. That guy's waiting for nothing because we don't have nothing for him. I gotta get a little closer. Alright, we'll cut that right there. Hopefully it breaks before the network does its thing. My door slammed. I had to go take care of that. Alright, so we'll get this. Oh. Wrong one. And I flew through the air. I was kind of confused on what I was trying to do here. Put a handbrake on there. That's going to be processed. And we're going to make our way back here to these tankers. Yeah, the forklift guy's like, he's getting a real show there, isn't he? Gotta slow her down here. Got a little speed happy here, and we don't want to smash couplers and bust knuckles. It will in this simulator. And break off. So these are, this industry is PWC. Got some empties and some fulls. PWC is this one. But we're already set for that. We'll put them in because, you know, they're hazmat. It's grosser right there. We'll ride her in.
Hobart radio. 116 over.
Hobart, that's just right there. I showed you. No traffic coming on a Sunday, so. How many trains can I do in one stream? That's a rather open question, you know. Would depend, whatever I can get done, 2 hours. I sorted this load last week and delivered them to the locations, but I didn't push them into the industry because I ran out of time. Also started in Porphyry and realized there was nothing there to do. All right, let me put a handbrake back here. Bring it to a nice stop. Gonna get processed there. We got our one car. Go ahead and come on back just a hair to loosen this coupler. Get out of here. All right, now we're going on to the next one. I can leave that switch open or in that position because nothing is coming down here right now. You hear that? I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the rumble, the bass from the power here. Turn off these little markers. We look at the map here. We've now completed this group here and this group. We did Walters, and now we're going to make our way over here and then push the stuff that comes over somewhere over here. There's quite a few videos that I've done that. I usually only go for 2 hours because I don't want to sit here for many more hours than 2. 2's a long time to sit in one place. Plus I got other stuff I got to do in life. So I feel 2 hours, whatever I can get done in, is plenty of time. All right, so I'm coming down here. That's green, green, green. Those are processed. Green, we've already done those, right? There's nothing down here. Nope, that's the one we started with today. We're going to make our way right through here. We're going to go that way. We don't want to turn down this lane here. Or this one. So we're going to set that switch. And we're going to go take care of what we left over here right now with that moor that we have. And by the way, this is UP River Yard right across the river, the Los Angeles River. Here's some Southern Pacific cars. By the way, all the I guess the skins, we would call them. So all these skins that you see on these things, these are enhancements that I have, like the Cargill. So these are skins that I've downloaded. These are not the ones that come with Run 8. Some of them are, but it allows you to mod them and do them yourself, or there's quite a process if you do them yourself. Down here in LA, man, it takes a second, like literally a second. It's not crazy. It takes a little bit to learn, but after you come down here and run this once, it's not hard. I love it. I didn't think so at first when he first asked me to be the yard master for BNSF, because we had one for Barstow and that was it. I was like, oh no, I don't know anything about LA. I was like working with UP stuff in my first deal in LA was the City of Industry for the UP yard. And I was helping out with West Colton. And then, so now I'm trying to learn all these things, and it really doesn't take very long. A couple minutes.
Oh, back.
And we have the maps from the depotserver.com right here. I help you out. It seems a little difficult because a lot of these cross, like, over here. So this is BNSF, and it crosses like UP over here. Like this is the UP side. BNSF and UP kind of merge over here where you can take stuff back and forth. It is a little intimidating at first, but then you realize, well, I'm not driving on that track, right? If I'm exiting, I'm going that way. Or if I'm coming in, I'm not going to curve into the river yard here. I'm going to go straight, curve into the one I'm working at now. If you're UP, you're going to do this stuff. But if you're BNSF, you're going to do that stuff and that stuff. So, who manages the AI? You mean for traffic? It's auto. We have auto on. We run auto. We've always run auto. The depot just went to auto about a year ago. They didn't used to use auto.
580 on a clear out.
We've always used it for AI traffic, because the AI can't go into yards except for Barstow and West Colton 100% of the time. There are a couple yards that AI may be able to get into occasionally, but it doesn't always work out. So we have humans drive those. Anything that goes to a yard on server, humans have to drive it. Except Barstow and West Colton, because AI will always get to those yards. All right. So we are latched up, and let's see. What are we here? CFR more. This is the one we had, CFR. So let's go and ESF are the last two. Let's go see where those are. Right here. Not very far at all. So we'll get those back where they need to go. Confirm they are BSF. They are BSF. BSF's to the right as we are looking at it. BSF, BSF. All right, here we go. So handbrake's off. Got quite a bit of ways to go, so I'm gonna break it loose at 8 and it. Okay, 9. But now I have to watch it. I'm gonna let the rest of the cars kind of coast to a stop. And this is CFR, but CFR is not, I don't think CFR is next. TCS is next. It's gonna be down here a little bit more. Throw that switch as the wheels are past it. Let's see. TCS is back here. All right, let's bring her back. I already hit that switch, so she's coming back. It's coming in a little hot here, so we'll go ahead and hit a handbrake on there. Let her slow down before she slams in the bumper. We got just one TCS car. We're doing 10. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the brakes pretty dramatically there. Now that we have it under control, switch is thrown. The brakes release, or the coupler released. It'll kick off at about 6 miles an hour, which is pretty good. As long as we watch it. ACK is coming up next, so we'll flick that switch. ACK is back here. Make sure we can clear this. So that reefer is going to go in. It's not going to be in the way of the track. ACK is down here, and it's already, switch is already set for us. Well, those are for a different local. So I'm using the ones for this local, and there's 3 locals that run out of LAJ. 2271. This one, it's 3351. And then 2281 goes to LAJC yard. All right, and then more. Oh, I guess I had two ACKs. Okay, well, we'll kick that one down the road with it next. Okay, 9, I'll cut that there. And we'll watch these to make sure they make it. So now this one, I can't, So there's the first dot. Second one's coming. It is coming in a little hot, so 3, 2, 1, brake. Just put it on a handbrake, so we'll stop there, and the other one will get processed by these dots. Oh, I have the Moors right here, back here. Make sure that this doesn't slam in. Just before it gets there, I'll hit a handbrake on it. 3, 2, 1, and go. Maybe you could have did just a hair quicker. If you're gonna kick the cars, you want to pay attention to them so they don't slam into anything too hard. And also, you got to make sure the brakes are bled, because you know each car holds air in the reservoir. So CFR and CFR. CFR is going to be up here first. This guy here, and then Moore is right after it. Could have cut off these two and then kick that, but you know, we're coming up here. Yes, I do branch line work as well here. I do whatever is needed and needs to get done. But there's not, I mean, LA, we have the LA West branch, which is just across the street where I was showing you. I'll show you in a second. That comes out of this yard. So it's branch/local. La Mirada has a couple branches. We're going to kick these 2 cars, 2 coming off. like the speed there, 8, 9 miles an hour, but by the time it kicks off, it's just about 8. Okay, we're over the switch, so let's come on back. We'll get this next one. Go ahead and put a handbrake on there and get ready in case too fast. Put another one on there so it stops. It's going to be coming in a little too hot, so we're going to want to stop that just a little bit sooner. That'll work right there. Nice and safe. See, everything's safe. That's the important thing. You're going to kick cars. You want to do everything safe. Throw that switch just so that whoever does pickups, if it's not me, they switches are lined up for them. It's not short hood trail here for the headlights. Okay, so we got these left. So these are all the ones that have to go in reverse. So we're going to come forward over here and then go
Copy, thank you.
down. Down here. I'm going to go ahead and just come all the way out and then back up down one of these. I got to go the opposite direction. We got like 4 more cars to go, I guess, for this local to be complete. But they get shoved in a different direction than we were going for everything else, so I separated those. Yeah, that's they don't. I mean, they have ballast cars and stuff, but they don't do anything. But maintenance of way really wasn't a major consideration. Yeah, you can make it up. You can role player. I deliver cars, maintenance. I did them on the east or the northwest server. I did stream on my server, a couple streams I think, where I did that, delivered them. They have also done them on this server where I put them in the way and I you know, you had to slow down because there's maintenance away. I put all the signs out and everything so that road trains had to, you know, slow down and observe that there was maintenance away going on. Oh, my conductor, I think he's sleeping. Technically, so the way, I mean, I'm in a yard right now, so I would, you know, I would think that I'm doing local work, but am I using a remote control? You know, is it a one-man unit where I'm using a remote control and I'm doing my own conducting and all that, like you would in a larger yard, perhaps? Oh, I didn't turn that. He needs an energy bar, right? The cup of coffee. I have done a few streams, by the way, with others. I don't do it typically with other people. One, because it takes a lot of coordination. Because we're live, to make sure their mic sounds good. We gotta, have the time set and all that. And then, somebody who's not used to being live, or maybe they're live on their own, so they're used to doing all the talking. And it's like, well, you're with somebody who's doing the live event, so then you have to, you have to work out whose turn is to talk, when it is. Otherwise, it gets confusing for the viewers. So, let's see. Are these cars okay? So they don't have any air on them. That's good. But we are going. Take the handbrakes off. Let's see. I'm going to down on the ground here. I'm going to change the orientation of everything. Set this as the lead unit. I'm not going to do air because I shouldn't need to. Now this is the lead locomotive as we're going in reverse. I will ride the back locomotive here. So we're going to go all the way. We're here right now. We're on like 4 or something, A4. We're going to come back through here. We're going this way, and we're going to push these tankers here. And then we have this CKS here, ECS here, and again, these where the tankers go. We don't have any tankers with us right now. Tankers are up against the locomotives. We have DSW, so I think we're gonna we'll go get rid of
units, right? Just 3 units over.
These 4 cars first.
Yeah, they need it in out Alpha. So once you guys get stopped, let me know. Then we'll get you lined up all the way to Alpha. So.
So that should be here. One goes there and one goes there. Make sure all the switches are lined up. They are. Then after that, we'll put the tanker straight back at the end of the track. There's a mod for 5M, right? So GTA 5M is GTA 5, but it's on a private service. But there's a mod you can drive the trains, pick up passengers and stuff too, as well as freight. Yeah, driving road trains is not my favorite at all. It's, part of the work sometimes. But trying to figure out the pieces of the puzzle. How am I going to get these cars where they need to go when there's other ones there, when they have to go in reverse order and so forth? That puzzle solving is what intrigues me the most about running railroads. But it's nice in MP that, working with other people is fantastic. Again, I'm on a schedule, so trying to find something that fits my schedule is not as easy as you would think. Maybe they just don't feel like it. But, when I'm not streaming, sometimes I just come on here and move stuff around. But yeah, it's always fun to work with other people as long as you have the same goal in mind, to work together, talk together, and so forth. And that's one thing that we do here. Even riding with somebody on a road train, I mean, that's sit there and just BS them where you're driving, you know, like they do in real life. All these locals are a lot of fun to work with others. Yeah, one guy, now in multiplayer, it's a little tricky. You have to allow crew interaction for somebody else to work with your brakes, you know, the brake lines and the couplers. But there's a little glitch sometimes with the multiplayer. The net code sometimes doesn't sync up, so you release them and they hit the brakes, and then you have to click it a bunch of times. It doesn't always work. You know, so it can be a challenge. So we have DSW and DCS. See which ones are in the rear. Looks like DSW are going to be in the rear. This is DCS. DSW is on the other side. DSW is going on the left as I'm looking now. DCS is right here on the right. I could break them off and then move them, but I mean, it doesn't, you're talking about like 30 feet, so. I'm just standing here because I'm gonna throw this switch after I cross it. And the switch is over here for this side. All right, make sure, so this is DSW. Get up here to cut those off. I can't hit the coupler. I can't control the couplers because I have to throw this switch. So that's good. So now let's go back. There they go. Okay, so I'm going to put a handbrake on here. Get ready to put a handbrake on this side. Fall to the ground here. Nice and safe. Let's ride these back without dying because it's I don't know if this is hazmat. What is so Zentis GmbH and Company? I don't know what they make. Yeah, I mean, that's the best way to do it, is just space them out. So, I mean, I used to do it as, I spent like $40 a month was kind of like, you know, my budget, if you will. So I'd buy a route that's $30 and buy a couple car packs that ended around $10 or something. Next month, buy another route, buy some more car packs and so forth. And I don't have the tunnel motors because I don't run UP and out there where the tunnel stuff is. So plus they don't really use them much anymore. So I don't really want the tunnel motors. I have pretty much everything else. I think the new Amtrak fleet I don't have because I don't ever run passenger because I'm not good at, I mean, maybe the rail driver, but I don't do passenger stuff. Never have. Man, we already burned an hour, huh? Time flies. Well, after we deliver these, we'll go find, still got other couple spots we can do. Stuff everywhere to do around here. Some stuff over in the sea yard that needs to be done, so. Get your subscription worth here. Only do this four times a month. I also do Twitch. I do those on Wednesdays though, 5 p.m. California time, Pacific time. Playing Super Mega Baseball 3 with my custom teams. And some friends and fans made their own teams. So I play against them. It's just me playing the computer, but I commentate it as I'm a broadcaster. That's every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific. Twitch.tv/KungfuBeer. They come on YouTube on Fridays, so if you've seen those, I'll be part of the live experience. That's when it happens. I never really cared a lot for Twitch. I don't watch it mostly. I'm a YouTuber. I've always, I started as a YouTuber. But Twitch has a different audience, so. I don't play baseball. I played it growing up. I've been to games, I've been to professional games. I'm not a huge fan. I watch it on TV. I watch UFC for MMA, and then I watch NFL. I'm a Cowboys fan, so I'm not really a big fan of anything. Not a big fan of winning Super Bowls. And then I watch America's Cup too.
Track 581 approaching Virgin.
Do like sailing. All right, so let me take a look here. We can go all the way out there. We're in the clear here. Let me put some. Well, I got 3 cars. Handbrakes are on. Yeah, I'm a true fan. I like them no matter how much everybody has, problems with Jerry Jones, and it's okay. I don't have high expectations though ever. I always want them to win, but I don't ever expect they're gonna It's hard to go to Super Bowl. You only get two teams a year. All right, so we're going to park this guy here because the next job he'll have will be to pick everything up. Now, Run 8 doesn't have like a turn off noise, so, you know, just when I hit that, it just instantly stops. It doesn't have a shutdown sound, which kind of sucks. I wish they did. So here in LAJ A and B yards, we're going to go around the corner and see if there's anything over here in the LA West branch. There is nothing over here that needs to be picked up or processed. So they got to wait for another supply train. You know, it's everything's so expensive and expensive to ship out. So there isn't a lot of stuff moving. So we're going to go over here to LAJ C yard. And so here's where I have other stuff to do. Take a look here and see what we got. Those are San Diego cars. Those got to be split off from the rest of them. I got ADM cars. I should actually pull those out. They need to go separately. So let's move those San Diego. We can move the San Diego cars down to La Mirada and then take ADM with us, and they can go from La Mirada to San Bernardino. I gotta relinquish. Unless I don't hit auto EOT in the yard. Oh, you live in Dallas? I was just there May of last year. Take the handbrake off there, handbrake off there. Let's pull her forward. These are SD45s. A bit more power here. So this is the Malabar shuttle, if you will. Cars get dropped off here that come from Barstow that are going to that LAC 2042 or Malabar. And that's the train that brings them over there. I wanted to take these tankers off though. San Bernardino, move them over. Try that on your other train simulator game. I keep doing that because Train Sim World is not a simulator at all. It's a game. So I got to drive 1 mile to throw a switch that you passed a mile ago. And I grew up playing it too, you know, in the train world there. Train Simulator, Microsoft Train Simulator, all that stuff. Once I got to this level of Run 8, much better. But we're gonna pull this whole cut forward. Oh, I hit the emergency brake or the brakes and put them down instead of up. So let's see, these are didn't have handbrakes on. These are all loaded cars. They're the darker red they are, or you know, red or whatever. They're more loaded. Then orange is like kind of loaded, and then yellow is barely loaded, and then green is not loaded. I better go look at the other switches before I back up. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. All the switches are good. So where am I gonna put these? Should put them in San Diego ones, right? I think that's what I said already. All right, you talked me into them. So these are being delivered here.
Yeah, here's the break.
They're being delivered there as well.
Try doing a reboot. If that doesn't do it, then probably trail.
Bonds. There's no Taco Bell anywhere? Somebody must be. I don't think anybody's buying the burritos. All right, that should be good actually. Stand on the ground. Because there are some loads in the beginning of this cut that we're going to keep here. I'm just simply moving these over to go with these San Diego ones. These are empties anyways. They need to move down the tracks. All right, they need to go down the line to get closer to San Bernardino. That's where these go. ADM's actually in Colton before San Bernardino. Like, it's really there in real life. I don't know. I don't even know what they do. They have big oil tankers there, but I don't even know what they do. Using some dynamics to slow down here. Since I don't have air on the cars, these actually came from Malabar as a transfer from here in the LA region, San Bernardino yard. It's a local customer. You're getting Earl from Long Beach, or Wilmington probably, the Chevron dealer, and going to ADM for delivery.
Dispatch 248, over. 20, what can I do for you, over?
All right, so let's go. Gotta watch the back there.
We got the MOBCI coming from the ditch, though. I'll get you in position. Once they get by, you guys, you'll follow them to the weeds.
We're clear for a bit. This is why the conductor's getting so tired running back and forth. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. One more to go. Clear the track and call that a day. Clear the switch. I didn't catch that in time. Now I did. Put one more on. It's holding. We don't want to roll out here in the middle of the yard. These graffiti cars are all custom. I got 3 on here. Okay, so 3. I can kick 3. Oh, 4. I don't know if I have enough room for 4. The kick. I don't think so. So we'll have to push them back. But more. Yeah, it does. Those are all available in the Discord, the Run 8 enhancement Discord. There should be a link below. I don't know if it still works. For a while I would put the link and then it wouldn't work, for some reason. And I was just like, eh. So I'm gonna leave these Malabar locomotives, the transfer locomotives attached. If a supply train comes in here, it'll take these 2 tracks and he'll separate and move the other. Actually, he'll come in through LAJA, drop off cars there, and maybe pull the Malabar and the C yard cars down here. So it'd be coming in going the way that we're looking now. And then these guys would just move over, grab those cars, and head back where it came from. Okay, so I'm done with these guys. Put one handbrake on. Let me relinquish these, and then we can do. Still got about half an hour. So we've relinquished those, and we can make some deliveries here with the 2281 cars.
248 over. Go ahead. Stand by real quick, over. 5146. Hey, you don't have any DP power, do you? Negative, we don't.
Jeeps.
Just a heads up, we do have a setup there in Hobart.
Or these are EMD, right?
Sounds like it's going to be a sitcom.
38, Jeep 38s. SDs are EMD, and so these are GE. Or no, are they? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't really get into that level. I think EMD is the SD. And these are general purpose GP, so I think these are GE. Could be. I don't know. Let's see. Jeep 38 is an EMD. I don't know why I'm getting so confused. Okay, so actually these are SD40s anyways. There's 3 wheels. The 38 should have 4 instead of 6. So I suppose I'll just go down here. Let's see. We're in reverse.
248 to Hauler, over.
We'll go do these cars here to the left first.
Over. Meters, GPS 8699, we'll be changing to 2 over. That has been changed to 69.
EMB, it's Vaughn's Market. It's like it's a grocery store here.
45.59. Be on the lookout. Trust that locals near the track over.
If we look back on the map, so this is the AB yard. We're going to go down here to the C yard.
45.
not listed on here, but that's okay. That takes you to Riddle. This is the sea yard where we're at now. And we're in the yards. We're actually right here going this way. QDC is here. Ponds is here between Taco Bell and QDC.
Mike, do that 248 for the auto switches over. Copy that. Ship on a different channel. Would you be able to reach out to them and let them know that around Milepost 45.59 there's a trespasser and locals near the tracks over?
Trespasser on the tracks.
Thank you very much. They just need to be on the lookout, nothing more over. Much appreciated.
It's got painted. Painted over the right there. Oh no, that's the reflective tape. It's 100 degrees. It finally cooled off. 4:38 in the afternoon in March. 100 degrees outside. I'm 60 miles from the ocean. Not very far. Get outside, take a look and see what we have here. Take the handbrakes off. So I got WRG. Gonna be right over here. QDC is, QDC is there, WRG is here. BMB is going to be down there more, so let's cut off these BMBs. Wrong way. I got the engine set backwards. I gotta remember that. Those are gonna go all the way back there. Get this thing rolling. Let's see, notch 1. 8. Want to get the coupler though. Should be pretty flat there. They do have a ways to go, so. We'll go back. Well, maybe not. I gotta get, well, these gotta get to that dot, so they should be pretty good. They'll work. Trying to decide if you want to run tonight, like run like with your legs, your feet, or run trains.
All right.
All right, so now it's Vaughn's. It's this one here. Yeah, I haven't done much up in Bakersfield area. I've done them occasionally, but not enough to remember all that stuff. Done like a lot of grain work. I worked at some of the plants up there. Those were pretty fun to do. Last couple years, 3 years, has been mostly down here because, you know, you gotta make sure stuff gets done down here. Keep things moving.
Dispatch 248.
Everybody has the base game, obviously. So, you know, a lot of the work gets done in Mojave and Bakersfield, but not as much gets done down here because not everybody has the San Bernardino sub.
Copy that. Line lock in the clear, south side and over. Get back out.
I think I fit them both in there.
You calling run up? All right, copy that standby for a moment.
All right. Back to the grind over here. I can't ever type, especially if Siri's trying to help me. Okay, so got a couple choices we can run. We're not gonna be able to do all this. Stop right here. Let's take a look at what we got. So this group is OMW. So I'm going to bring up the map here. So we are basically right here. The other locomotive is over here. So this is OMW, which are directly behind us back here. OMW, ABI.
Right up to the DKTLB.
So those can get shoved back to there. That's two. We can get two done. This one set is RUD and PRP, which on the map is it's back around and it's actually just right over here. So that's right here and these. Then we then have VET, NPP. That's going to be way over here. So this is VET. NPP is on this, too fast, this track here. And finally, is KAV. And KAV is, let's see, KAV and Ash. So we'll probably take those because those are right here. KAV and Ash. And now we'll get these cars out of this lane here so we can let's set our switches so we can do those. Be able to get those done pretty quickly. Ash is going to be the back, so we'll do Ash right there. All right, go get him. We got these 2 box cards, and then we'll grab Ash right behind him. Slow her down as we approach. Skip the mouse over because it wasn't responding. Probably hit him a little harder than I wanted to. The mouse is over on the other screen, and sometimes nothing works. So you see me move my mouse all the time like that because I have to move it from one screen and it's not reacting correctly. So if you were to do this, this local here, which as of what's here, it'll take about an hour. Not long at all. Pretty easy. So Ash. Yeah. Belling on the brakes here to get all the air pressure out of the tower. All right. We're going to be crossing. There's a level crossing coming up, so I'll put on the brights as is required. Not on the server, but like in real life. You don't need to have the bell on this early, but FRA requires the bright lights when approaching crossings. I just put on the bell when I'm between buildings anyways, or around people. Do a countdown distance counter here.
MLA, line of lights in the clear at the Alfalfa, correct, over? Here we go then, YLA 20, right behind the NLBCI, and we'll get you on over. 2767, facing east.
All right, so now we're backing up towards the industry. 2 loads. I'm 86 or 6801 UNSF. So if I was conducting, you know, I would talk to him on the radio and said, okay, you got a crossing coming up here in about 4. I'm about 2 now, and then he'd start slowing down so I can jump off and stand in the roadway. Gate crossing. Signals are on. Crossing is clear. 6801. We got about we got a clear 8 to the switch. Counting the number of cars. We got a green switch ahead. That means the cars are going to go straight instead to the. They're going to curve to the right as we're looking now. This one here is where we got to put a couple of cars, but I'm going to send these other ones back through here. Let's see, I've got what is that, 5? About 8 miles an hour. They're going in there nicely. Let them go. We'll keep an eye on both sets of them. That's pretty much stopping there. Should be okay though. We'll have to look at what ash is. That will process. That one will process and it's clear, barely. That one's not. Going uphill a little bit. That's got to go back there a bit. I'm going to move these other ones over here. Still not going to be enough. Gotta move them back even more. They must be shoving them uphill or something. Oh, rail driver. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Those ash ones are actually good. I feel like they're sticking out a little bit, but there's nothing else coming here, so we want to get these pushed back so they are bolt processed. One of them will right now. Sunday. Take these back to the sea yard and drop them off. There's more to deliver there, and no reason to leave these over here. Really get up and pick up when you're empty. And I'll put these engines right back where I pulled those cars from, and we'll find something to watch drive by. All right, handbrake on. We'll put two handbrakes on. Why not? Let's turn off that guy and that guy right there. Then we'll call the, let's see, we got a Z train. Something coming right behind it too. So we're over here by Porphyry, Verona. The Z train is coming here. Yep, here it comes. So, yep, one of those loud ones. So, watch this train go by, and I'll be back next Sunday. Some more Run 8 Train Simulator. Again, if you want to catch me live playing something else on Twitch, Wednesday night at 5 p.m. Pacific time, I'll be playing some baseball. We're going to watch this go by, and I hope you all have a good week. I'll see you right back here next Sunday. Watch this thing go by, and then I'll get out of here. Thanks again for joining me, everyone. Hope you have a good week again. Take care.